everyone, it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. Today I have a play set from our generation. It is an all-night campsite set. There's a little tent in here as well as some little marshmallows and other campsite related goodies. Funnily enough, this is not the first Our Generation tent I've bought. I bought one as a gift for a friend of mine last year, and as far as I know, it's the same but maybe slightly smaller and different colors. But this one is orange and pink and it looks pretty adorable. I'm hoping it will be okay for my dolls. If not for my SD size dolls, then perhaps for Ava. I have opened Our Generation doll accessories on this channel before. They work really well for 1/3 scale dolls and for 1/4 scale dolls too, depending on the items. Unfortunately, Our Generation doll clothes are not quite as good of a fit. It does depend on the item though, there are ways to make things work. Our Generation sets are reasonably easy to come by and they work a treat. I bought this one specifically from Toy World here in New Zealand. I paid 50 NZ dollars for it, which is kind of up there as far as price goes, but if you were to convert it into say US dollars, it ends up being more like $35, if that makes it seem any better at all. On the back of the box you can see everything all made up, and there's even a little picture of one of the Our Generation dolls sitting in it. I'm kind of hopeful that it will work, but there's only one way to find out, so let's get it open. Now I've got everything out of the box, it's time to start the assembly process. There is some assembly required, but thankfully they've got some instructions here. What with the poles and the connectors, it really seems like a legit little tent. The only thing it seems to be missing is some tent pegs and, you know, the lines to help hold it to the ground. It's been a while since I've pitched a tent, let alone seen a tent, so I'm definitely not an expert, and I have had trouble putting up tents in my time. Here's hoping this is not one of those times. The first step is to make 4 long poles by attaching a joiner to a pole and a pole on the other end. Ta-da! Next it wants me to open up this tent so I can lay the poles on top of it. Now, in case you didn't realize, this thing is no joke. It's a reasonable size. It is not a tiny tent. This is actually really cool. The tent has these little sleeves on it, one at the end with a closed part so the pole won't come out, and these long tubes. So the next step is obviously to thread the tubes through these sleeves so that they're ready to go, and I can then put the connector in the middle. It's kind of hard to show you, but trust me when I say all the poles are where they are meant to be. The last step is to just connect this in the middle and we should hopefully have a completed little tent. This is harder than it looks, okay? We did it! Oh my gosh, this is actually awesome. I didn't notice before, but it has little windows on the sides. There's one here and there's one here, and then of course we have the door at the front. There's these little bits of material at the front here that are tied up, and the knots are actually tacked so that they won't come undone. I'm gonna have to undo that so that I can get a doll in here, but I mean, this is awesome. I don't think it'll work quite as well as it could for a doll of Alan's size, that's 1/3 scale. I mean, I'm sure if I got him on his knees he'd probably fit in there, but it's gonna be tight, and I mean, if he was going to lie in this, he's too long. Ava, on the other hand, I'm sure would fit in here perfectly. This really is such an awesome little prop. It's quite detailed for what it is. It works so well. It's, you know, not kiddie by any means. I mean, sure, it's pink and orange, but I mean, tents can be any color you like. I'm sure if I was to get some little camping related items, it would just be perfect. Speaking of camping related items though, this did actually come with some. I didn't realize this before, but it's actually a little s'mores making kit as well as a cup with some sort of liquid in it. First up, we have a jumbo pack of marshmallows. Now, the thing inside is just one piece of plastic. They're all stuck together, but they look pretty convincing to me, and yeah, I'm a big fan. The fact that they are in a little bag with a label on it and everything just makes them perfect. Next up, we have a little bag of biscuits. So cute. Once again, it's just one big bit of plastic in there, but the details do make it look like a stack of biscuits, so I'm here for it. And of course, no s'mores would be complete without some chocolate. This chocolate is in a little cardboard casing thing, which can actually come off, which is pretty cool. You can easily put the chocolate back in there. The chocolate is detailed right down to the middle, which is cool considering you can take this off. The back is pretty plain, but otherwise it is so detailed. Not only do we have the ingredients for s'mores, we also have a little stick with marshmallows on it ready to be toasted. This stick is kind of bendy, it's plastic, which is kind of cool because it'll mean it'll be easy for a doll to hold it, and these marshmallows can actually come off, so that's pretty cool. And of course, this set would not be complete without actual constructed s'mores. This set comes with two. The biscuits have dots on them, which is a cool detail. You can see the chocolate and the marshmallows in there squished together, and there's so much filling that they slightly squash out the sides. That is very cool. The last item we have is this little mug. I'm not entirely sure what it has inside it. It looks like water, honestly, but it's quite cool the way they've filled it in with that clear plastic, because it does give it somewhat of a rippling effect, like real water. Not much else to say about this, but I do appreciate the size of the handle. It means that a doll should be able to hold it without too much trouble. And that's everything we have from this set. I, for one, am really impressed. It's been a while since I've bought an Our Generation accessory set, and honestly, I don't know what I've been waiting for because I've never been disappointed with one yet. They're always so detailed and so well made, and they really don't look too kitty, if you know what I mean. Sure, there's a little bit of branding here and there, but it's subtle and I don't particularly mind it. I really can't wait to set this up and have a little photo shoot with my dolls. Unfortunately, I really don't think it'll work too well with my SDs or 1/3 scale dolls, but Ava, on the other hand, should be perfect. Chances are the thumbnail for this video is actually of Ava inside this tent, so you've possibly already seen what that looks like, but I'll be sure to insert a photo or maybe even a clip somewhere at the end of this video so you can get a better look. With that though, we have reached the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. In fact, if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.